His wife literally wrote on his letter in red Sharpie, "Go get it elsewhere because you are not getting it from me." He took her at her word.
Alright. This story is called, Am I the Asshole for Getting It Elsewhere Since My Wife Didn't Want to Have Sex Anymore? Aya, let me read this to you.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Let's hear it.
Am I the asshole for getting it elsewhere since my wife didn't want to have sex anymore? A few months ago I posted for relationship advice on another sub. Basically, my wife has decided unilaterally that we are done having sex. She found out that she cannot have kids due to a choice she made before we met. And kids, apparently, are the only reason she was willing to have sex.
Wait, significant other she decided kids were the only reason to have sex with her own husband? That's a lot to unpack right there.
That's genuinely bizarre reasoning.
Yeah, it gets worse, he actually tried to fix it.
Kids were her only reason? That means she married him without being attracted to him. That's not his problem to fix.
I love my wife and I enjoy being intimate with her. But it was making our marriage untenable after 2 years of this. Significant other I posted for advice. I got a lot of great support and suggestions about how to talk to my wife. I tried a lot of it. I started going for counseling for myself as well.
If you're loving this, follow FPM Stories. We post stories like this every single day.
But no matter how I approached her about our situation, she would not try and see it from my point of view. Every discussion would end with her crying and screaming in my face that I am trying to emotionally manipulate her. I then wrote her a letter outlining my feelings and asking her to come with me for counseling, to seek it for herself, perhaps to go see a doctor. I was kind and loving in the letter. The last thing I wanted to do was set her off. I worked on the wording with my counselor to make sure I wasn't saying anything aggressive that could be misinterpreted.
2 years, Michelle. 2 years of this man trying everything and getting nowhere.
I know, but the letter thing is actually sweet. He was trying to communicate clearly.
Alright, significant other then. She read the letter. Then she scrawled across it with her red Sharpie. Go get it elsewhere because you are not getting it from me. Then she walked out. I sat there for about an hour doing nothing. Then I told myself that was what I was going to do.
Hold on, she literally told him go get it elsewhere and now she's upset he did? That's not fair.
To be fair, I think she meant it as sarcasm or frustration, not literal permission.
Right, but he's about to explain how he read that moment.
Red Sharpie. Not a regular pen, not a marker, red Sharpie. That's aggressive journaling.
She really wanted to make sure he saw it coming from a mile away.
Right, significant other where was I?
She screamed at him for 2 years, refused to listen, then literally told him to get it elsewhere, but somehow he's the asshole for listening.
We are both fairly successful in our jobs. I'm not super attractive, but I'm fit and a good talker. It took a while, but I met someone. We started out as just friends, but it became physical. I made sure she knew I was married. She is not interested in a relationship. Significant other, I guess I am a safe option for her.
He was honest with the other woman about being married, and he's being honest with us about his own role here. But the real issue is, he went looking for a way out instead of making a harder choice earlier. Sometimes transparency doesn't erase the breach of trust.
Fair, but his wife made the harder choice impossible. She wouldn't engage.
Okay, significant other, get this. My wife found out because I did not try and hide it. She was crying when I got home one night. When I came in, she asked if I was going to leave her. I said no. She asked if I was cheating on her and I said I was getting sex elsewhere. She said that was cheating and I did not disagree. I asked her what she wanted to do. She said I had to stop. I asked her if we were going to start having sex. She said I was an irrational asshole if I thought that she would have sex with me after I cheated. I went to my desk and pulled out a photocopy of the letter I wrote with her answer in it.
He didn't even try to hide it. That feels intentional, like he wanted her to know.
Maybe. Or maybe he just stopped caring enough to be sneaky.
Either way, she found out, and now it gets complicated. I went to have a shower and go to my room to sleep. When I woke up, she was sitting on the couch waiting to talk. She said that she reread the letter and that she realized she had not before. She assumed it was just a letter begging for sex. She said she would go for counseling alone and with me. All I had to do was stop having sex elsewhere.
Okay, significant other, now she suddenly wants counseling? After months of shutting him down? Come on.
But she is trying. She reread the letter. She's offering counseling. That's movement.
True, but his response is about to raise some eyebrows.
Significant other, she waits until 3 a.m. on the couch like a disappointed parent, and now she's ready to talk. That's classic manipulation timing.
The couch vigil. Nothing says I've thought about this like staring at someone in the dark for hours.
Significant other, the story continues.
She didn't even read her husband's heartfelt letter the first time. That tells you everything about why they're here.
I said I would be willing to pause my friendship until we saw a counselor. And that if I saw progress in our relationship, I would break it off. She said she would not agree to counseling without me leaving the other woman.
She's putting a condition on counseling that removes his only bargaining chip. That's not how you rebuild trust, that's how you create a hostage situation. Real counseling has to happen with both people actually trying, not one person extracting promises first.
He's got a point, but pause isn't the same as stopping either.
Significant other, the story continues. It almost turned into a fight. Significant other, I just went for my run. Before I left, I asked her what would compel her to go to counseling if I stopped having sex elsewhere. When I got back, she still did not have an answer. She couldn't even say that our relationship was worth saving.
She won't even commit to saving the relationship without him ending things first. That's a power play.
Exactly. She's forcing him to give up leverage before she agrees to do the work.
And that's where we land, both of them stuck.
He asked her point blank what would make her want to save the marriage, and she had nothing. That's your answer right there. She can't even say the relationship is worth saving. That's cold.
Or she's hurt and defensive. But yeah, that's not the answer he needed to hear.
Anyway, back to the story. I don't want a divorce. But I am willing to leave over this. I am 28, I am not going the rest of my life without sex. She refuses to see my side. Alright. Let's see what people on Reddit had to say about this. Top comment says, the fact that you made a photocopy of the letter tells me you already know this train is headed for Divorce Town.
See? That's exactly what I was thinking.
Top comment says, do it now while you're still 28. Shit's a lot harder 10 years later.
The internet does not hold back.
He's not the asshole. His wife shut down all communication, refused counseling, told him to get sex elsewhere, then acted shocked when he did. He tried everything reasonable first. The only mistake he made was staying as long as he did instead of forcing a come-to-Jesus moment earlier. At 28, he shouldn't set himself on fire to warm up a marriage where the other person won't even try.
It's complicated, but ultimately she bears responsibility here. She made a unilateral decision to stop intimacy, wouldn't engage in real dialogue, and then withheld counseling as a weapon. That said, he should have drawn a hard line sooner instead of secretly seeing someone else. That nuked any remaining trust. They're both done, they just don't want to admit it. Follow FPM Stories. We post every single day. Drop your verdict in the comments.
Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.